Hello there, it's your girl Miata. It's been a very long time. Welcome back to my channel. So much has happened. I think it's been over a year since I've recorded a video for YouTube. So I am happy to get back, and I am definitely going to be more consistent, so just stick with me. But yeah, so this video I am shooting is for my son's baptism. So like I said, so much has happened. I actually got married, had a baby. Let me know if you want a video about that, but otherwise we'll just get back into the DIY stuff. I'm making a video on how I DIY'd a lot of the table pieces for my son's baptism, like brunch. So let's get into it. The new design on Canva. So basically I am going to do a custom size. We're going to be using these 5 by 7 inch acrylic lines. They're blank and they're clear. So I selected the 5 inch by 7 inch dimensions, and it's already saved in here. That's why I just clicked on it. But if you were going to be selecting a size, you would go to custom size, and you would enter your dimension. I'll just put table signs. This is the blank canvas I'm starting off with. And I already know what I'm gonna do, so I've already done one, but I just want to kind of show you how I did the one that I did do. So basically I'm gonna be putting Luca's baptism celebration. Very simple, to the point, and something that I won't have difficulty printing on the Cricut. So I'm gonna change the alignment on this to like left indentation. Then I'm gonna just kind of play with the spacing till I get what I want. All right. I am changing the letters. Well, first I'm gonna change the background color because my intention is to paint the back of the sign a very, very light blue. So very, very light, probably like somewhere like around there. All right. I'm gonna put his name in gold because I think that would be cute. So I'm gonna kind of play around here with the oranges to see what gives me the closest thing to gold. Something around here, maybe. That something like this is gold, maybe. So very simple sign. Let me try inserting a baby, which is going to be my baby. I'm going to put his picture. We're going to take a picture, and I'm going to put his picture here, but I'm just going to use this kind of placeholder to see what it looks like. So this is what it's going to be like. Very, very simple, but it's very cute. I feel like it adds personalization, and I actually already have the supplies, but I ordered the 5 by 7 acrylic sheets from Temu. So that was very inexpensive. I got it probably like last year. The vinyl, I'm going to use gold and black, and I already had those supplies, but I think supplies probably cost me 25, 30 bucks at most. So I'm going to save this. I don't need the baby. This is just a visual for me. I don't need the baby in the saved version that I'm going to be exporting to Cricut design space. So so this is it. It's very simple. Like I said, I'm going to hit share, download, and I'm going to do the SVG because I don't really need the background color or anything like that. I'm going to do transparent background, and you have to have a Canva membership. I've already saved a version, but that's how I would save it. Then I would go into Cricut design space project. I would go to upload, and I have the image here. But if you don't already have it here, you go upload, and then you'll go to your files that you've saved. Then you'll put add to canvas, and I'm going to do a template, which is going to be a rectangle in the same size as our little signs. So I think I hit more here. All right, so it's locked here. 5 by 7. And then we'll just, for the visual effect, the same blue background. And I could do advanced and really do the sign, but I won't do that. Let's go ahead. First thing I like to do is ungroup them. So basically each letter is individual because it's an SVG file. So I like to group the colors. I'm going to do this in gold, so I'm going to group this. And how I group it is by welding. And then I'm also going to weld these letters because I'm actually going to do this in white. I meant to change that. We are going to change the color there to white. And then this is what it's going to look like here. And then, of course, the image will be below. I am going to hit make. Yeah. I'm going to be using a 12 by 24 mat, a standard mat. What I actually like to do, it's not best practice, but I like to make everything one color because I know how I place it. And this just saves me a little bit of time. I know how I place it on the mat. Design Space is going to observe it as one color as white, but I mentally know that everywhere that the word Lucas is, it's going to be gold. So I just have to remember that placement on my mat, if that makes sense. Beginners, I think that you should just stick to the actual, like actually keep this gold. And then when you go to hit make, you'll have to place the different color vinyl on different mats. But I just don't want to do that because I can just do it once. So I'm going to be doing a couple different signs. So actually 5. Well, I need 4 because I've already done one. So I am going to group these 4. I know that the sizing is right. So I'm going to attach these. I'm not going to weld them just because I just want them to be, and actually I'm going to do them across like this. I hope you're following me. Basically, I'm grouping it because I'm going to use one piece of gold vinyl and this will be best for me. And I need 4 different versions, if that makes sense. Same thing for this. So we're going to be doing 4. And it's better for me to do it horizontally because that's how my pieces are already. Like I don't have like long strips. I'm going to be using a couple scrap pieces, but they're pretty long. So I'm going to go ahead and group this as well. Attach it, I should say. Attach. And what attaching does is it just makes sure how you have it attached is how it's going to be placed on the mat. So if I hit make, all the Lucas will be attached. And then all of the baptism celebrations will be attached. So in this case, I'm going to put the gold on the top because it's going to be a smaller piece. And then I'll just keep a very long piece below the 3-point mark. I'm going to select premium vinyl texture metallic. I find that to be the best because I have the gold is a little bit more premium, but I just find it to be the best. So we'll switch the view so you can see me actually printing it out. So this is what I mean. I put the gold vinyl up top and the white below the 3-point mark here. And basically I'm doing it all on one mat, but the Cricut Design Space is essentially observing this as all white vinyl, although I have gold and white. And I know there's so many hacks for weeding. I like to weed out my letters first. So I would take out like the circles and the O's and the A's, and then I'll pull off the vinyl. It works for me. It's not too small, and the text is very standard, so it works. I just have to kind of shift the letters like this, make sure they're aligned properly, and then I'll go ahead and take you guys over to where I apply the transfer tape.
I'm gonna use some gently used transfer tape. If you know, you know. I don't want to be wasteful here, so I'm just being careful how I apply it, making sure that it's pretty much straight. So I like to line up the bottom of the letters. I just pick a point and make sure that the bottom of the letters are lined up very straight. Sometimes I use my large mat, but this is very small, so I just kind of eyeballed it. And then I apply some pressure, cut off the ends so that I don't have it sticking to the clear acrylic sheet that I'm going to be applying it to. Then I'll cut it down to size for each mini acrylic sheet. And these are the sheets here. I've done one before. This is what it looks like. I did the black first. I don't like the black. That's why I switched over to white. These are the acrylic sheets that I got from Temu. I'm peeling off the protective sheet, and then I'm going to use my cutter, I don't know what you call this, X-Acto cutter, as my guide. So I'm not going to eyeball it here. I'm going to use the lines on my ruler, and pretty straight. I didn't want this video to be too long, but I also did a couple other pieces for the thank you boxes. I did like a little personalized candy bag. So these are the labels on them. I could have done print and cut. I didn't know how to, and I was pressed for time, so I didn't want to waste time. But I printed it on my regular printer. I could have cut it using my Cricut machine. I'll be doing that in another video, but I use a clear, transparent label for these goodie bags. And then I ordered this personalized chocolate from Etsy. It came very timely. I recommend them. It says Luca's baptism and the date of the celebration. So there's going to be the candy bag. This is a thank you box I also purchased from Temu. It came with blue ribbons and pretty standard. I mean, it didn't have directions, but it's a pretty standard way to fold it. I had to kind of play around with it, but it's very intuitive. I'm going to be putting a piece of chocolate, a bag that's personalized, those candies, and I'm using these blue butter mints that I got on Amazon. And then I'm also going to be adding a Bible verse, just a couple verses that I found pertaining to baptisms. Here it is up close. So each thank you box is going to get a Bible verse, a piece of chocolate, and a candy bag. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I promise I have more consistent content coming. So definitely subscribe, like, share, drop a comment below. If you want me to do anything in particular, like a video about how I do those acrylic signs with the background made out of plaster, let me know in the comment below. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.